Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back for another video. Let's talk about the role of the trail foot, how it pushes and torques in the downswing, okay? So we've heard and we've talked about this on the channel in the past. We want to load the inside right foot, inside right heel in the backswing 70-80%, okay? The trail side. You can see when I do that, the inside of my right foot is planted on the ground. What some people do, when you're going to see, is they start doing this. You see how the inside of my right foot came off the ground? And now my weight's on the outside of my trail foot? We don't want that, okay? That's number one. Number two, assuming you do this correctly, where you are loaded into the inside trail foot, we want to make sure we're using the inside trail foot to push and torque. You can see the inside of my trail foot stays planted on the ground as I do this. Eventually, as it rolls up, what some people do when they do it incorrectly, you're going to see them, in an effort to push off that trail foot, you're going to see this. Top of the backswing, even though they're loaded properly at the top of the backswing, they start doing this. You see that? You see how my trail foot comes off the ground a bit? My weight shifts towards the outside of my trail foot. My knee moves towards the outside of my trail foot because I'm using the outside of my trail foot to push. That's not what we want, okay? We never want to see that. One, you're not pushing as hard as you could have, and two, you're probably going to hurt yourself too down the road if your weight gets to the outside of your trail foot to start that push in the downswing. So when we do this properly, inside of the trail foot's on the ground, it's very firmly on the ground as I push. You can see my trail foot does not come up off the ground, versus if I do it incorrectly, now you can see that anytime my trail foot comes off the ground, the weight's going to the outside of my trail foot, my knee goes towards the outside of the trail foot. That's not what we want. That's not how we want to do it. That is an incorrect push. We want to use the inside of your trail foot to push and torque, not the outside of your trail foot to push and torque, okay guys? So let's do a couple more here where we do it properly. So I'm going to do a proper one here where we use the inside of the trail foot to load and push. Versus now I'm going to use the outside of my trail foot to push, or I'm going to let my weight get to the outside of my trail foot in the downswing. That's not what we want, okay guys? Very, very different look to it. I'm exaggerating a ton. It probably looks really, really bad, but I'm exaggerating a ton to illustrate the difference of it, okay? We want the inside of the trail foot to stay planted on the ground as you push and torque clockwise as a right-handed golfer. You're gonna push and counterclockwise as a lefty, but you gotta make sure that when you start that, you can see my inside of my trail foot is on the ground. My knee and my outside trail foot's not doing that, okay? We definitely don't wanna see that to start the downswing. So hope that helps, hope that makes sense. Make sure you're using the inside of your trail foot to push and torque, pressure running up the inside of your trail leg, not get into the outside of your trail foot, not get into the outside of your trail leg, not letting the outside of your left knee work outwards, okay? So hope that helps, hope that makes sense. Any questions, leave in the comments below, and we'll catch you guys next time. Thanks guys.